Well, welcome to day 3 of RAPID+TCT. I'm Aaron Pearson with the SME team here and wrapping up this final day of what's been an incredibly busy week. We had another really fun executive perspectives panel this morning to kick things off with representatives from Calibrium GE and Desktop Metal and Formlabs and Velo3D. It was fun to see the back and forth. Not everybody agrees on everything. And I think that's a kind of an illustration of the fact that this is really a very diverse industry that we're operating in. One of the things that I heard, for example, is, well, do we need to have more centralization and focus additive manufacturing on that, or is it more of a distributed model? A lot of passion, particularly from Velo3D about the opportunities for the defense industry and additive manufacturing, because there's some serious shortages of talent and traditional manufacturing production in the country, and it's an area where 3D printing can step up. Chris, what are you seeing?
I think some of the continued conversations that have been going on, this afternoon we heard from Terry Wohlers about what really the state and some of the business cases of the industry are. So there's a lot going on there, a lot moving forward, and we just keep seeing that growth and new opportunities. But going around the show floor, especially looking at additive of years past and other RAPID+TCTs, one of the big things is you are increasingly seeing more and more metal manufacturing, which has really been a key piece for a lot of the industries such as defense and aerospace, and even being able to start moving into some of the automotive. So it's really great seeing the new technologies they're coming out with for metal, as well as a lot of engineering and material science to develop new powders and cases. What about you, David?
Yeah, I think one of the big questions will continue to be also, which there was some disagreement this morning on that as well, is like, can you plug production gaps? Like, can you get into manufacturing? We made we repeated the oft-repeated point yesterday about it's still like less than 1% of manufacturing. Can you get in there by maybe plugging production gaps? And we'll see. I guess it depends on the component. It depends on what you need to plug it with. But there's definitely opportunity to save money on inventory and that kind of thing. And it'll be interesting to everybody's putting like a time frame on it, maybe a decade. We'll see how things look like in a few years.
Lawrence?
Thank you very much. Well, there's a lot of excitement out there, a lot of excitement. And it's really cool to see the industry maturing as it has. But one of the big things that still needs to be done is bringing some of the users' expectations in line with what the reality actually is. I talked with Max Slabowski at Formlabs and several others who talked about the importance of making the technology more accessible, getting it into people's hands, so that rather than telling them what can be done, letting them find out what can be done according to their specific needs, and that is what's going to move the industry forward.
Thanks, Lawrence. Yeah, a couple of big themes: collaboration within the industry, and then really collaboration and listening to our customers. It was something that continued, I think, across this whole week with all of those conversations. So thanks, everyone, for following us this week, and we're going to look forward to seeing everyone next year in Detroit, and the year after that in Boston. It's going to be great.